Oh, hi. I think it's already live. All right. Hi, guys. Hi, YouTube. I don't know if there's someone already watching this. I'm over here kind of like. We still have about 4 minutes before we start. So, um, yeah, just sit tight. All right, YouTube. Well, we're already here on the big screen, and I'm about to go live on IG as well. So let's do this. All right, beautiful. So now we're live on both. How are you? I'm so happy to be here again, and this might be the last YouTube video that you see for a while, since we're going to start filming from our own homes beginning after this class. So I'm happy to have you here and to be here. And well, my legs have been feeling very tight. I did some leg workout yesterday and I'm kind of like feeling it already. So I was thinking about doing this sequence for a lot of quad stretching, hamstring stretching. We're continuing a lot with that. I'm going to include a lot of different things for the upper body as well. So we're trying to balance it out, but you might definitely feel it is more leg heavy sequence, more of stretching than anything else. So didn't receive any requests. I don't know if there's any requests that maybe I don't have asked, so I need to get really close. If there's any requests, now's your time. No? Cool. Then we're gonna get so started. Cool. Awesome. All right. We're gonna start in an easy seat at the top of the mat. I'm gonna be facing you, whichever leg you have in front. Go ahead and cross it. And just let that be for now. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Feel the stretch of the inner thighs. You might have been exploring this seat for a while already, and maybe when you're at home working, you sit down in your chair and you almost automatically cross your legs. Can you sense something different about this seat now? Hands can go over the knees, maybe over the thighs. If you wish to receive and open up your palms a little bit more, you can also do that. And imagine that there's a very strong string pulling the crown of the head up and towards the ceiling. Let the collarbones move away from each other while the abdomen is pressing up and in. To purify the mind is to understand the happiness that others are living while we might be missing it. Is to have joy for those that have success while maybe we're still working at it. It's for those to have compassion that are in search for something and haven't found it. When we can be a companion for those that need it. And for those that are still figuring it out. To purify the mind requires work, practice, dedication. To understand where you're standing right now, so you can find the happiness for those that are feeling it too, joy for those that have it, sympathy. Let that fill you up. Let their happiness be part of your happiness. Grow compassion through the existence of everything that's around you right now. And let that be that helps you go through this time. Start connecting with the breath that you relate to. If you just want to take a more organic breath, make sure that you're bringing the air in through the nose and out through the nose. If you like ujjayi, intensify the heat in the body by inhaling through the nose, constricting the back of the throat, and exhaling just a little bit more intentionally through the nose. Feel the wave of the breath be the one that helps you. Feel the wave of the breath be the one that helps you find the movement in the body. So you can find alignment through the purification of the mind as well. Take an inhale and reach the arms over the head all the way. You can open your eyes lightly if you have them closed. With the exhale, bring the hands through heart center and the thumbs in towards the heart to touch. Then splay the elbows out and press the palms as strong as you can, as if you're about to just rip, or not rip, but break something in between your hands, like crack an egg or a stone, maybe something harder, and you feel the biceps ignite. Now, with that strength in between the palms, take an inhale, start reaching the palms up without separating them. Start bringing the elbows together like strong magnets and feel the triceps stretch. Take an inhale, separate only the elbows away from each other with the hands always touching, and then slowly start bringing them in. Good, separate them with the exhale. Inhale, bring them up. Let the elbows touch and the forearms magnetize. With the exhale, separate the elbows. The hands are always touching. Good, one more time. Inhale, pull the fingers up. Let the forearms touch all the way to the elbows, and with the exhale, separate them. Bring the hands through heart center. Stay right here. Take an inhale. Now reach the hands over the head, unwinding the palms and just raising the fingers up. With the exhale, find or cross over the legs and reach for something beyond the crossing of the legs. So let the heart come a little bit over, so you know that you're stretching through the spine, and the abdomen is helping you lengthen the crown of the head a little bit more towards the front. So if you feel that your spine is turtle shelling itself back, then just retract yourself, pull the heart open, and then start walking the hands a little bit more towards the front. Be mindful of your sensations. Take an inhale and start walking the hands back and towards the hips. With the exhale, uncross the legs, whichever one you had in front, now it's going to go in the back. Good. Take an inhale, reach the hands over the head all the way. With the exhale, send the arms in front of you as if you're looking at your hands like a zombie walking. Take a deep breath in. With the exhale, right elbow under, left arm over for your eagle arm. So you're crossing the elbows and rolling the arms in for you to access the muscle that will let you wrap the forearms and the palms maybe to touch together. If your fists are curling in, then just hug yourself and try to stack the elbows as much as you can. You can use your own shoulder blades to kind of help you snuggle in a little bit more, and you can feel the muscles, not only the shoulders, but also the triceps pull all the way towards the elbows. So again, from wherever you are, make sure that you're doing the posture to really find the sensation that is helping you find evolution. Good. Take a deep breath in. With the exhale, take a twist to the right with your eagle arms and find a little bit of more engagement of the left side core to open up the sternum to the right. Take an inhale, come through center. With the exhale, release the eagle binding. Good. Take an inhale, reach up, some hands over the head. With the exhale, send the arms in front of your gaze again like a zombie walking. Take an inhale. Left elbow under, and again, remember to roll the arms in and then send them one over the other. Then send the forearms towards each other. Now that rolling internal rotation of the upper arms is the one that will help you access it there. If your triceps are a little bit too tight, your shoulder muscles as well, again, you can just go for the hug. Take a deep breath in. With the exhale, twist to the left, and you're using the stability of the buttock bones to ground yourself, so the core is the only one helping you open up a little bit more towards the left. Take an inhale, come through center, unwind, reach the hands over the head. With the exhale, find a fold over the crossing of the legs, because we did so on the other side. You want to balance out even the crossing of the legs. Now again, make sure if you're showing your spine back, reach back, open through the heart, and let the chest line be the one that goes beyond the crossing of the legs, maybe beyond the edge of the mat, for you to really pull a little bit more towards the front. And you can inhale, walk the hands back in towards your legs, and with the exhale, just unwind, find the hands pressing down in your tabletop again. Find a little bit of your own movement that will help you just find length of the spine, maybe activation of the hands, maybe cupcaking them if you want to send the fist up and down, the fingers, anything that you relate to that helps you open up, hands, shoulders, hips, anything, do so. Again, I always take my scorpion tails because I need to open up my spine a little bit more. It's kind of like the tightest part, especially early. It's not that early. But now that I have the advantage of waking up a little bit later, it's nice. For those that know me, they know that I am a 5 a.m.er, so this is very new to me too. All right, guys, find the ring over tabletop. Take an inhale, extend the right leg to the back of the row. Now, we've been starting like this for the whole week, but I always like to explore different transitions. So make sure that you flex through the foot, press the heel back. Good. Curl the back toes on the left foot. Take an inhale, listen carefully. With the exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose, right knee into the nose, and pick up the left knee at the same time. Good. Now take an inhale, lengthen the right leg back and drop the left knee. Exhale, right knee into the nose, pick up the left knee at the same time. One more, inhale, lengthen the leg back, drop the left knee. Exhale, right knee and pick up the left knee at the same time. Good. Inhale, extend the right leg, drop the left knee. Exhale, release the right knee next to the left. It's just 3 legs to the left. Take an inhale, extend the left leg back, and notice the femur bone wrapping down because the quad muscle is taking it there. Curl the right toes. Take an inhale, stay. Exhale, bring the knee, left knee into the nose, and pick up the right knee away from the ground at the same time. Inhale, lengthen the left leg, drop the right knee down. Exhale, left knee in, pick up the right knee away from the ground. Good. Inhale, lengthen the left leg, drop the right knee. This is the last one. Knee to the nose, pick up the right knee away from the ground. Good. Inhale, lengthen the left leg back. Exhale, drop the left knee next to the right. Good. Take an inhale, find a neutral spine. Exhale, find a child's pose. Good. And then choose whichever child's pose helps you find your own sense of stability, balance, ease, and a better understanding of also what your body is feeling so you can better provide happiness For those that are being over happy, and you can feel the same for them. Take an inhale, shift forward, find the tabletop, shoulders over the wrist, and the hips over the knees. With the exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips. Find your downward facing dog. Adho Mukha. It's the first one, so make sure that you're rolling the shoulder blades out, that you're spreading the armpits away from one another and back and towards the back edge of the heels. Remember the space in between your toes and the wrist is the same as your high plank without walking your hands any closer. You just shift back. Any movement that you want to do, go ahead and take it. Again, shifting heels, maybe pedaling, walking the dog, bending the knees, anything that you need. One more breath here to find the hand shoulder width, your feet hips distance, and the abdomen pressing back in towards the thighs. Take a deep breath and look in between the hands with the exhale. Step or rock to the front of the mat, come to your fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, open up. Exhale, fold, soften through the knees. You find a ragdoll, grab your elbows, and really find a good sense of length with the crown pushing down and the abdomen towards the thigh. Good. Now, super softly release the hands into the ground. Bring the elbows back in, and make sure that your toes are kind of looking at each other. Take an inhale for a halfway lift. Make the hands go into the ground or your shins. Open up through the crown of the head, and with the exhale, fold with the length of the spine that you created in that halfway lift. Inhale, reach up. Send the hands over the head all the way. Good. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Go beyond the body so you can access the sensations of the spirit. So again, you can find deeper compassion for what's going on, a better understanding and more strength to fight it. Take an inhale, reach up, send the hands over the head. Exhale, find your fold, softening through the knees until you feel that the hamstrings are also supported with the lower back by letting the belly touch the thighs. Inhale for a halfway lift, open through the heart. Exhale, find your fold. And keep the right foot where it is. Take an inhale, left foot back. Drop the back knee, reach the hands over the head. Find a low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Good. With the exhale, drop the hands down, frame your front foot. Take an inhale, walk the hands to the left edge of the mat. So you can pivot on the left knee. Supported side plank as you extend the right leg and lift the right arm up and towards the ceiling, sending the pubic bone to whatever's on the now your left side of your mat, reaching the right arm up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop the right hand to the back of the mat. Pivot. Keep pivoting on the left knee. Curl the right toes. Take an inhale, step the left back to meet the right. Find a high plank. And with the exhale, just hike up. Find a downward facing dog forward. Again, it's good to move ourselves in a different way because, again, we don't fall into habits that are long lasting, but just the ones that help us grow. Take an inhale, look in between the hands with the exhale, step or rock to the front of the mat. Adaptation is key to evolution, guys. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. So the hands over the head. This time, as soon as the hands press together, take a forward fold. Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, open up. Exhale, fold. Keep the left foot where it is with the inhale. Step the right foot back, lower the knee, reach the hands over the head. Anjaneyasana. One movement. Good. And then feel the stretch of the right thigh pressing up, the left knee over the ankle, and you're reaching the hands over to find the stability of the hips, reaching to the heart, taking an inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down, frame your front foot to the right side of your body. Walk the hands, pivot on the right knee, supported side plank, right hand outside of the right knee. Lift the left arm up. Good. And really feel that the left hip bone is separating away from the right for you to get the pubic bone to press to whatever's in front of you right now. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Keep pivoting on the right knee so you face to the top of the mat again. Pivot on the left toes now. Inhale, stretch the right foot to meet the left high plank. And just hike up, downward facing dog. Again, we're trying to warm up, really get into the whole side body and a little bit more of the legs. Take an inhale, look in between the hands with the exhale, step or walk to the front of the mat. Come into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift, open up your back. Exhale, fold. Good inhale, rise. Reach. Send the hands over the head. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center. Good. We stabilize one full cycle of breath. Inhale. Moving your side out, exhale. Good. Sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. Send the hands over the head. Let the pubic bone come forward. Maybe take a mini back and let the glutes drop past the heels. Exhale, fold. Take it down. Keep the knees soft. Inhale, halfway lift. Open up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step or rock your feet to the back of the mat. Find your high plank. Pause right here. Good. With the exhale, drop only the left foot down. Listen carefully. Take an inhale. Keep the right knee lifted. With the exhale, bend the elbows back and in. Let the chest start dropping down like a high to low and stop with the shoulders meet the inner elbows. Now take an inhale, high plank, and pick up the left knee. Good. With the exhale, only the right knee drops. Bring the elbows back and in for a high to low with the left knee lifted. And stop where the shoulders meet the elbows. The pubic bone is supporting the lower back lift. Inhale, high plank, pick up with yourself fully. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good work. Remember, we're just warming up for a chaturanga. It's good to review it every time. Take an inhale, look in between the hands. With the exhale, step or rock to the front of the mat. Come to your fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach. Again, stay low through the line of the outer body, all the way towards the pinky fingers. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Let the crown be the one that pulls you forward to the hips over the heels. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step or rock your feet to the back of the mat. Find a high plank. With the exhale, drop the knees, both of them, with the elbows back in and tops of the feet pressing down, high to low. Stop again where the shoulders meet the inner elbows. Make an imprint of how strong your mind is over the body, and then go all the way down with a heart open step. Inhale, open up through the chest for your cobra. Then find how the abdomen is supported through the ground for you to open through the heart and lift the crown of the head. Exhale, curl the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. You can sense all of the corners of the body that maybe you haven't before. Be brave to find out different things about yourself. Take an inhale, look in between the hands. With the exhale, step a rock to the front of the mat. Come to your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Send the hands over the head. As soon as the hands press, again, take your forward fold. Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step or rock your feet to the back of the mat. Find your high plank. You choose if you want to hover the knees or lower them down for the high to low. Good. Now make sure that the elbows are coming in towards the ribs, and you stop and open. When you inhale back again, you notice if you want to come into your upward facing dog by hovering the shins and backs. Then you exhale for your downward facing dog. Remember that is your full vinyasa, guys. Take a deep breath in. Empty out. Inhale. Look in between the hands with the exhale. Step or rock to the front of the mat. Come to your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Send the hands over the head. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center and pause right here. Ground down through the right foot. Take an inhale, bring the left knee in towards the hip line as if you're stomping the left foot on a stool. Then find the activation of the ball of the right big toe to stabilize the stance. Take an inhale. And so step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Drop the left knee with your hands still through heart center in a lunge. If you need to drop the hands down, that's totally fine. If possible, keep the hands towards the chest so you work with that balance of not having the limbs to help you. So it becomes a little bit more of a core work. Now make the space enough that you can feel the stretch of the left thigh and enough that your right knee still is stacking right over the ankle. Go ahead and take a look at it. Good. Nice job. Curl the back toes. Take an inhale to stand again with your hands through heart center and the left knee in towards the abdomen. With the exhale, find your chair. Left foot next to the right. Reach the hands down over the head. Let the pubic bone come up. Then again, you're zipping your hoodie. So when you pull the zipper, the pubic bone starts coming into the center of the sternum and you start sitting down a little bit lower for the quads to heat up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take an inhale, rise, reach. Send the hands over the head. Good. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center. Now listen carefully. The left leg again, straight with the inhale. Extend the left leg to the front of the room, as if you're about to poke with your big toes something in front of you. Good. Take an inhale. With the exhale, swing the leg back and step it all the way to the back of the mat with your back knee lifted. Find a lunge. Your hands are still through heart center. You're pressing through the ball of the big toe, pinky toe to lift the pubic bone through the left side and find your stretch with your knees still stacking on the ankle on the right. Good. Now again, you're kicking the leg forward. Take an inhale, muscle movement, stand. Stretch it forward. Can you lift it higher? Good. Exhale, release the left foot down, find your chair. Again, reaching the hands over the head. This time we're not staying here. Take a deep breath in. With the exhale, it's like a turbo chair, so the hands behind you. Start pressing the belly a lot further down and lift the heels away from the ground at the same time. Palms can be facing up or down, up to you, but pull the head away. And then can you lift a little bit higher through the heels? Now keep the heels lifted. Take an inhale, lengthen the knees as much as you can. So it's now more of like a diver. And then can you let the abdomen still touch the thighs while you lift a little bit more? The fingers are just wanting to touch whatever's above the back of the head. You can do this. Take a deep breath in. Fold, release the heels, release the hands. Good work. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, reset. Rise. So the hands on the head. Exhale, take a vinyasa. Go all the way down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step or lock your feet to the back of the mat. Maybe you take already a high and low and you open up for the next inhale. Again, take it slow in your own time. Find your downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Look in between the hands with the exhale. Step or rock to the front of the mat. Come to your full. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Send the hands overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to the center. Remember, you want them glued to the heart. With the right knee bent, take an inhale and reach it up. You're almost stomping your right foot into a stool. Take a deep breath in. Swing the leg back with the knee bend. Let the toes press all the way to the back of the mat and drop the right knee once you feel stable. If you need to drop the hands at any time, you're more than welcome to. Can you still challenge yourself to lift the heart and maybe not use your hands? Good. Nice job. Then find the extension of the quad as you lift the heart open a little bit more. Start curling the back toes. Take an inhale so you can lift and stand again. With the exhale, find your chair. Reach the hands over and then get them a little bit higher again. You're zipping up your heart. If you're sitting down, you're finding the fire of the earth. Nice and touching the big toes also. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Send the hands over the head. Uttanasana. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. You pause in here again. With a straight right leg, take an inhale. Start poking whatever's in front of you with your right big toe. With the exhale, swing the leg back as straight as you can. Drop the toes. Keep the right knee straight. So you can find a high lunge with your hands through heart center. Can you feel that the right hip is leading? The left hip is slightly back, but both hips are pushing up. Good. Then inhale, straight right leg forward. Inhale. Poke whatever's in front of you. Maybe you get a little bit higher. Exhale, find your chair. Reaching the hands over the head. Finding the stability of the seat that you've been already practicing. Good. Take an inhale. Pivot the heels with the exhale. Find your chair with your arms behind you, almost like, I've heard they call it drinking bird, I've heard they call it turbo chair, whichever one you relate to. Can you get a little bit higher with that glute of the belly over the thighs? Then slowly with the inhale, start extending the knees. When you empty out the breath, start pulling the tailbone a little bit higher, dumping the head with control, with the thighs and the belly still glued together and the fingertips reaching for something over your head. Take a deep breath in. Release, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take an inhale. Step or rock your feet to the back of the mat. Find your high plank. If you're going to take a full vinyasa, now's the time. Purify your mind with the use of the breath and the understanding of how you can evolve through every new inhale. Take an inhale, reach the right leg up in your downward facing dog. Make sure that again your toes are following the heels so you find a nice deep stretch on your left hamstring. Exhale, bring the knee into the nose. Round your spine like a back cat. Let the core bring the knee closer in. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, bring the knee into the nose. Step the foot in between the hands. Go forward. Listen carefully. Standing splits. Inhale, lift the left leg. Good. I am very tight, so my splits will not go as far. Now you can fold a little bit deeper if you like. Make sure that you have the glute of the abdomen towards the right thigh and that you're rolling the right thigh in. If your thigh is out, then try to find that same line of the left hip meeting the right so you can find the stretch of the hamstring of the right leg. Now keep your hands down, both of them. Take an inhale, come into the tippy toes of the right foot. With the exhale, walk the hands to the left side all the way like a ballerina. You're going to start facing the back of the mat. All the way. Yeah, that's it. Nice job. You're still almost in the standing splits. Maybe you became a warrior feet. That's fine. Take an inhale. Walk the hands to the top of the mat with your left leg still lifted. Good. With the exhale, bring the left knee to the left elbow. One kind of crunch. Good. Inhale, extend the back in your high plank. With the exhale, bring the knee into the nose. Good. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, knee into the right elbow. Good. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Inhale, half move. Good. Reach the right arm up. When you start opening the hip of the right side, make sure that also the heart is following. You're not leaving the heart behind. You're letting, if anything, the heart be the one that leads first. Press the right heel back so you can open up through the right arm a little bit deeper. Take an inhale. Stand. Similar to when you started in the chairs, bring the right knee in towards the abdomen. Reach the hands over the head. Find your dancing Shiva. Twist to the right, holding the outer right knee with the left hand. Right arm back. If you want to go for the outer edge of the foot, now's your time. Keep extending through the outer right hip to get the sensation of not only the twist, but the stretch. Take an inhale. Wide straddle stand, step the right foot to the top of the mat, let the right toes and left toes meet each other. Inhale, open up. Exhale, find your fold. Take a little bit of time to breathe here on your own. Maybe you want to hold your big toes, just the hands next to you. Let the outer edges of the feet be in line with the hip line, so you're not sending your body too far back or too far forward, just right in the middle. Take an inhale for a halfway lift. With the exhale, Skandasana at the top of the mat. At the top of the mat, yes. So bending through the right knee, straightening through the left, just to find a little bit of more opening. Good. Easy twist at the top of the mat. Turn left hand down, right arm lifts. And when you're pivoting both toes, make sure that right knee stacks over the ankle. So make any adjustments that you need to let the right arm pull up for you to access a little bit more of the twist. Take an inhale, twist it, half moon. Walk your left hand a little bit more to the front edge. Pick up the left foot away from the ground. And keep reaching the right arm up as much as you can. Good. Nice job. Take an inhale. Again, stand. This time straight-legged on the left leg. Very slowly. Yeah, it's not easy. I'm right here struggling too. As if you're about to poke something, reach the hands over the head. Good. With the exhale, take the right hand to the right hip. If you want to hold the back of the left knee with your left hand, do so. If you want to go for the big toe, if you want to reach towards it, if you have a towel, wrap it around your foot. If you have a bed close by, a blanket, anything helps. And again, you can always grab the back of the knee and even bend the knee. Take it and help. With the exhale, open your leg laterally to the side again. Even if you're just holding the knee, you can press the inner thigh. Or you can grab the big toe and open it out. Now, don't worry about the height. Worry about the inner thigh rolling out on the left, but dropping down. That's where you get the opening. That's a little bit more chunkier. Although it doesn't look like it, but it does feel like it. Take an inhale, bring the leg back up through center. With the exhale, release the foot down to meet the right. Find your round pose. Good. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take an inhale, step or walk your feet to the back of the mat, find your high plank. Take your vinyasa. Take an inhale, lift the left leg up. Good, and again, you're following the line that the toes painted or that the heel painted for the toes. With the exhale, bring the knee into the nose. Straight for the core to bring the knee close to the face. Inhale, reach it back up. With the exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Find your standing splits with the inhale. Lift the right leg up. Good. And then be mindful that when you're diving down, you still want to rotate the thigh in. If it starts flaring out, you lose the sensation of the stretch. Drop the right hip. Good. Now start dropping both hands down if you haven't already. Maybe you pull the heel a little bit higher with the use of the quad. Good. Now hands down. If you need to walk them forward, that's fine. Inhale, pick up the left heel. Exhale, walking hands to the right edge of the mat and all the way like a ballerina. 360 movement to face it, or 180 movement to face the back of the mat. Good. Accommodate yourself. Nice. Take an inhale, walk the hands to the front of the mat, which is the back now. With the exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, stretch it back. High plank. Cover the right foot. Exhale, knee into the nose. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, knee into the left elbow. Cross body under. Good. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Nice job. Inhale, half moon. Right hand walking a little bit further forward to the right foot. Start stacking the hips. And then pressing the left heel to whatever's in front of you. So don't walk the heel back. Bring it in line with the hip. Let the heart open up. Keep reaching the left arm up. Nice job. Slowly with the inhale, rise with the left knee in towards the heart. Reach the hands over the head. With the exhale, twist dancing Shiva to the left. Hold the outer left thigh with the right hand. Extend the left arm back. If you went for the outer edge of the foot, take it. And then open up through the sternum a little bit more to not only feel the twist, but also the engagement of the stretch of the outer leg. Take an inhale. With the exhale, step the foot towards the front of the mat where we originally started with the toes in and the heels out. Take an inhale, open wide. This time with the exhale, interlace the fingers behind the lower back. Make sure that the hands are touching the fists too. Take an inhale, straighten the triceps all the way to the wrist. With the exhale, find a fold. So, hi guys. The key to getting the head to touch the mat without you holding anything is your core. So the more you pull the abdomen towards the sides and towards the head in this case, you can pull yourself a little bit more towards the ground without having to hold it. Even if your hips are tight, how much of the core are you actually engaging to try to let the abdomen touch your thighs? And maybe, just maybe, you're still here holding your bind. Good, maybe, just maybe, the pinky fingers knock the ground over your head. Take an inhale, halfway lift, pick up the heart. Good, and so start walking the hands towards the top of the mat. Or rather, before you go, find your straddle, stay here for the inhale. With the exhale, take the skandasana at the top of the mat. Again, I'm changing the sequence for you in the middle. No, sir. Let's go find and balance the body. Good, because again, I'm moving with how I feel right now. I don't write my sequences. Is that it's challenging to not see a body and just feel it? Yeah. We're trying new things together here. Take an inhale, easy twist on the top of the mat. Right hand down, put it on the back foot. Open through the sternum, and again, make sure that where you're coming into it, your knee is stacking over the ankle and lifting the left arm up. Nice job. Take an inhale. With the exhale, twisted half moon. Walk the right hand a little bit further forward so you have space to lengthen the right leg and pick it up as you lift the left arm up. Good. Take an inhale, stand, bring the right knee in. Start straightening it forward. Maybe you reach your hands over the head for a second. And release the left hand towards the left hip. Now, if you went for the back of the knee and bent it, that's fine. If you went for the back of the knee and still straight, that's good too. If you went for the bent foot, go for it. Take a deep breath in. With the exhale, laterally open it to the side. Good. We're going to turn to face you. So what you want to worry about is not so much the height of the leg. is the external rotation of the leg and trying to bring the hips towards whatever's in front of you. Take a deep breath in. With the exhale, release. Inhale, reach up. Send the hands over the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step or walk your feet to the back of the mat. Find your high plank. Exhale, vinyasa. Take a deep breath in all together. Exhale, find a child's pose. For this child's pose, I'm going to ask you to open your knees wide if you're not used to it. Get a little bit wider, let the big toe still touch. And so the glutes back into the heels. You're going to stay here just for a couple breaths. Reconnecting with the true essence of the practice. And then very slowly take a deep breath in, press the hands, lift the chest. With the exhale, thread the hands underneath the heart, both of them. Maybe you grab your ankles, you start pressing the collarbones down and the chin down if possible. If the forehead is down, that's okay. You won't open as much of the collarbones. If there's a possibility that you feel okay to sense a little bit more of the extension of the collarbones to press the chin down, you're going to get more out of the pose. Try to really engage the abdomen as if you are being pulled back, or rather pulled forward, but you want to pull yourself back. That's what you're looking for. The energy is pulling you forward, but you want to pull yourself back, and that's why you're grounding the ankles. Make sure that you're okay, that the airway is clear. See how I'm still talking, even though my throat is extended a little bit more. Make sure that that can happen. Take an inhale to start unwinding the arms from underneath the child's pose. And then slowly with the exhale, just release for this wide child's pose. Take an inhale. Start walking the hands back in towards the knees. Keep the separation of the knees. Find a seat of this wide knee hero's pose. Now, instead of letting the tailbone go out, bring the pubic bone forward, sit down. You can even kind of engage by grabbing your thighs and rolling them out if you like. I find more space as well there. Good. Nice job. Start sending the hands behind you with the fingers facing your glute. Good. Bend the elbows just lightly so you have a little bit of more support of the muscle. Take an inhale. Pick up the glutes away from the heels. And again, you're very wide knee. So can you feel the stretch more through the inner thighs than just the quads? Now, tuck the tailbone by letting the belly come up so you can really find the openness of the chest and also the shoulders opening a little bit wider. Take a deep breath in. With the exhale, find the seat again in towards the heels and stack yourself up. Now open the knees maybe just a little bit wider. Go as wide as you can, actually, as wide as you can. Now when you start going wider, the tailbone starts going a little bit farther out. Can you still bring the pubic bone forward, because that's when you know that the inner thigh is stretching. Good. Stack the head, stack the shoulders. And just stay here. This is already very intense. You don't have to do any extra movements. Just stay here. Remember that whenever you're working, whenever you're reading, you're doing something that you do on a daily basis, that you can be still. Choose a pose that challenges you. Just so you adapt to something different through the habits that you already have. Take an inhale and slowly start bringing the knees together and the thighs to touch. So you're coming into your thunderbolt pose right here. Good work. Now, keep your hands next to your outer thighs with the center of the palm away from the mat. So your cupcake or spider hands pressing through the tippies of the hands or the finger pads. Take an inhale, bring the knees in towards the chest, so you're leaning into the tops of the feet, and you're basically cradling the arches of the feet to take the butt. Good. Now try to bring the thighs as close as you can. Feel the top of the foot stretch. If you feel okay, maybe you send a hand into the knee. If you're like, I'm great and peachy, maybe you send the other hand into the other knee and you balance there. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more inhale. And then very slowly drop the shins down. Good. Start opening your knees, hips distance, and your toes and come into a standing kneeling. Shoulders over the hips, crown of the head over the shoulders. Good. Hold hands up. Nice. Now finding your camel pose sometimes can be challenging if your quads are really tight. Mine are, so you have a couple of options. You can hold the lower back with the thumbs and surrounding the hips with the index finger. You can send the wrist towards the lower back. If you feel okay with turning your hands to face the back of the head, you can also do so, or fist your hands. Normally this is my favorite. It creates more engagement for my lower back and protects my previous wrist injuries. Now again, you're sending the pubic bone forward, and that will cause the back to bend. Don't just think about the back bending. Think about the expansion of the front side. Take an inhale, camel. Press the thighs forward. Take the sacrum to the belly. Open the collarbones, bring the elbows together. And after here, you want to release your hands in towards your ankles if you feel okay with that. Start exploring it. Keep the neck long. You're not letting the neck go because see how I can't talk? Hold the head up towards the back of the room. You're engaging the side muscles of the neck so you can focus on the line of the whole spine. So you're not letting go of the cervical spine. You're engaging everything from top to bottom. Take an inhale. Empty out. Inhale, stack. You can send the hands into the lower back to assist you, and then find a seat into the heels. Find your thunderbolt pose again. Good. Stay here if possible. Let the spine go through the sensations, the quads, everything else. Take a deep breath in, reach the hands over the head. With the exhale, drop the hands into the ground so you find a tabletop. Take an inhale, curl your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pick up the hips. Find your stretch, and maybe you feel a little bit more flexible, a little bit more open in this downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lengthen the right leg again, straight from where the heel lifted. With the exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Now notice the difference of the quad stretch. Maybe you start bringing the heel a little bit closer to the glute. Let the right armpit still roll down to meet the left. Good. Now stay here. Take an inhale, shift into a high plank with your scorpion tail. Maybe you start sending the toes a little bit more towards the back of the head. How much more can you expand the belly towards the ground, and how much more can the right quad actually bring the toes closer to the head? Good. Take an inhale, straighten everything. One-legged downward, roll the outer thigh and drop the left heel. Exhale, bring the knee into the nose, step the foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee, run your lunge. Open the heart, inhale. Exhale, half splits. Flex the right toes, pick up the ball, the big toe, pinky toe away from the ground. And then find for a little bit of more depth by really sending the heart towards the big toe and then flattening down the abdomen over the thigh. And the heart beyond anything that you can see in front of you. Take an inhale to come into like a halfway lift in this half splits. With the exhale, press the left hand down, inhale, right arm up for a twist in your half splits. Just to open up a little bit more through the torso line, lengthen the head towards the front, and then lift the right arm a little bit more to the ceiling, not too far back, more up. Good. Take a deep breath in Listen carefully. With the exhale, extend the right leg for a supported half moon. Good work, guys. If you need to pivot a little bit on the left knee, that's perfectly fine. You can take a deep breath in. With the exhale, bend the right knee, and maybe you send the right hand behind you to grab for your foot. Your Shavasana lying right here. If you want to explore another back bend, you can by just shooting the right hip bone towards the front and a little bit more towards your heel so you can open up better. Good. Without slingshotting, inhale, straighten the right leg back, lift the right arm up. With the exhale, release the right hand down. Come back into your half tiger. Just leave the right leg extended behind you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the right foot outside of the right hand. Good. Find a lizard. So if you want to walk the right foot a little bit more to the front, do so you have enough space to lengthen the back quad. Now you can keep the back knee down, or you can lift it up if you want to explore a little bit more of unsupportedness. If you want to drop the forearms, go for it too. I'm going to stay personally here with my knee down, making sure that my toes are always facing forward. Now, we've discussed this in several classes. The reasoning why your feet should be facing forward is one, to protect the knee, two, to actually feel that the muscle of the inner thigh is engaged, and to get the stretch of the back quad. If you start opening the leg like so, you miss out on a lot of things, especially on what evolves after this, just this lizard. Take a deep breath in. Maybe you look up. And with the exhale, release. Press into the hands with the next deep breath in. With the exhale, step the right foot back to meet the left. If you want to take a vinyasa, you can right now. Remember, the breath per movement can just lead you into a downward facing dog, and that's what the vinyasa is taking you towards. Take a deep breath in. Pick up the left leg and let the heel direct the toes to face down. With the exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, and can you notice how the quad maybe, just maybe, seems a little bit more open to bring the heel closer towards the right glute. Keep the scorpion leg with the inhale, shift forward, pick up the right heel away from the ground, so you're coming into like a high plank, and you're really trying to send the toes to the back of the head. Because the left quad is helping the toes get there, because the abdomen is opening itself so much to the ground that you can find a deeper arch. So you can inhale, straighten it back, and lift the tailbone back up, one-legged downward, drop the right heel. Exhale, bring the knee into the nose in that same line, step up in between the hands, drop the right knee, inhale, runner's lunge, open the sternum. Exhale, shift back, half splits. Good. Then again, you're trying to press the gas pedal with the heel, but don't forget about the big toe. Make sure the big toe is not twisting. It's fully open towards the center for you to activate the inner groin line or the pelvic floor. So this little point, as meaningless as it sounds, it's very important. So can you open up the heart now? Can you let the nose go beyond whatever you can see? And also the heart, let it lead you forward. Take an inhale. Fold. Take an inhale, walk the right hand closer in towards your left calf. With the exhale, twist in your half splits. As you open up the left arm, lengthen the crown towards the front. Maybe you start lifting the gaze. Yeah, it's challenging, the gaze to the left hand, for you to really feel that the core is the one helping you control more of the movement rather than just the gaze. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the left hand down. Good work. Pressing the right hand down, inhale. Good. With the exhale, swing the left leg back for your supported half moon, lifting the left arm up with the next deep breath in. With the exhale, bend the left knee, send the left hand behind you. If you went for the vine, remember you can always just stay here, or you can go fully unsupported. That is just bending the knee, sending it to the back of the head. But again, if you want to grab the foot, take it, separate the left hip bone away from the right by pressing the pubic bone to whatever's in front of you right now. Good. And then feel the foot kick into the hand and the hand into the foot. Take an inhale without slingshotting, straighten it back. With the exhale, drop only the left hand down. Come into your half tiger. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, step the left foot outside of the left hand, coming into your lizard. So make any accommodations that you need to get the sensations that you're looking for. And again, choose. If you did lift the knee on the other side, do it right now so you balance on the body. I went with my knee down. I stayed for a couple of breaths with my hands down so I can really find the engagement of my toes facing forward, my inner thighs actually resisting to help me stretch the inner thigh. Because again, if I open my leg to a side, I am completely releasing of what's going on the right leg. If I bring my toes forward, then I get the sensation of my right quad. Good. Nice job. Take a deep breath in. Release. Inhale, press into the hands. Pick the chest up. Good. With the exhale, curl the toes. Step the left foot back, find that high plank. You want to take a vinyasa again? Do so. Meaning down, facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Look in between the hands with the exhale. Step, walk, or float into a seat. Close, not that close, just sliding in. We'll get there one day, guys. We got time. Let's stretch the legs forward, Dandasana, stop pose. Let the heels kind of close in towards each other, also the big toes. And if you like to grab the outer thighs to roll them into, you can do so. Good. Take a deep breath in, reach up to the hands over the head. With the exhale, Paschimottanasana, forward fold. You can start grabbing the back of the knees, the calves, the ankles. If you went for the toes, for the feet, make sure that your heart is still open. If you went for the feet and your heart is shooting back, you're completely letting go of the stretch of the legs. So I would retract a little bit, focus on how my abdomen is strengthening, protecting the lower back by pressing it towards the thighs. And then bringing my nose closer to the big toe. Take an inhale, to stack up. Shoulders over the hips. And with the exhale, just lean all the way down to yourself. If you want to bend the knees, I normally like to find support of my lower back, do so. Take a full cycle of breath here. So you can feel that the ground is helping you find the natural curvature of the spine and the length of the outer body. Take a deep breath in to reach the legs up the wall. And with the exhale, open your legs like a V. And you're going to open them as wide as you can until you're like, whoa, that's actually intense. If you want to create support, you can bring the hands outside of the thighs. Engage the toes by spreading them away from each other. That will help you bring the arch of the foot a little bit kind of like more up. And that will also help you access the inner thigh a little bit more. If you want to feel more, then instead of holding the outer thighs, press the inner thighs. Good. Make sure that the lower back, mid-back is very well sunk down. And that is by pressing the lower ribs that you can really find more length. Now, once you feel stable, take an inhale, reach the arms over the head. With the exhale, press the palms together and shoot the fingers in between by picking up the forehead, the back of the head, and the forehead all the way between the legs, and putting the shoulder blades away from the ground as if you're about to kind of like touch something with the fingertips. Take an inhale to go down. With the exhale, pick yourself back up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Good, inhale down. Exhale, bring the knees together. Hug your thighs. Very slowly help yourself if you need by grabbing the outer thighs and magnetizing the inner. Open the arms wide like a T. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop the knees to the left. And your gaze to the right. Easy supine twist. Easy, in between quotes. It can be really challenging if you go beyond the ground to really send the knees farther down. You can make it a little bit more challenging by crossing the right leg underneath the left. I normally do because that creates a little bit of more length from my outer lower back or my outer hip towards my lower back. And sending the right hand to whatever's on the right side of the room. So imagine someone is pulling your wrist towards them, and it just makes a little bit more of a resistance there. Take an inhale, bring the knees back up through center. Keep the shoulders very well grounded, and with the exhale, switch knees to the right, kicks to the left. And again, you're looking for where the knees can go beyond the ground to really get the sensation. If you're like, that's too much, you can always lengthen the legs to whatever's in front of the top of the mat. And if you want a little bit more and you crossed the leg on the other side, maybe you cross the left leg under the right or over the right to create a little bit of more weight for the lower left side of the hip to just pull to the right. And then again, keep reaching for whatever's on the left side of the room. It's as if I can almost touch you guys and hug you and tell you how much I appreciate you and how much I miss you. And I'm not going to cry. I'm going to stop there, okay? I'll see you. I'll tell you the rest when I see you. Take an inhale, bring the knees back up through center, stack them. And with the exhale, hug yourself again. Remember, aim to purify your mind and make everyone's emotions yours. Understand what we're all going through. Appreciate it. Learn from it. Teach it to others. Grow from it. Evolve. Be curious. Take a deep breath in. Empty out and let go of everything. Find your Shavasana. Open your palms, close the eyes. Surrender to the calmness of the waters that you have within, to the element that helps you find subtlety, to the quality of goodness of that element that can help you also find control of the fire, understanding of the air, of how it wants to move you. And again, let this practice go beyond the body for your mind, your soul, your spirit, to strengthen and go beyond what is happening right now. Take your time to reconnect to everything that's grounding you, to everything that is challenging you. And bring the knees into the abdomen. Let them weigh you to the right side so you can stack everything. And pick yourself up into a seat very slowly. I'll reconnect with everyone through IAG so we can all together finish up this practice. As we find a seat with our legs crossed, keep your eyes closed. Take a deep breath in and reach the arms over the head all the way. With the exhale, bring the hands through heart center. Let's all finish the practice together with a vibrational sound of Om. So we can recall to why planet is here, why this earth is here, why we're here, why we are living through this age, what changes do we have to do, and what steps do we have to take to keep growing with it. Let the vibration of Om help us find a better understanding of what we can do as spirits to find greatness, understanding, goodness. Take a deep breath in. Empty the lungs. Inhale from. Thank you for one more time letting me enter your home, your sacred space, and letting me guide you through this practice that has made me who I am, and that has brought me here to you to show you who we can be. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for letting me again get inspired by how I'm feeling, what I'm seeing, from what I've spoken to everyone in the space. I'm just, again, happy to be here. And well, now we're going to be shooting from IG Live, so make sure that you tune in, that you check the schedule that we've been posting on our Instagram. And remember that the sequences will be there for 24 hours. So we'll be happy to have you there. Hopefully this will be over soon. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye, guys.